Today we're going to be talking about the two types of policies that are typically available in the marketplace. One is an occurrence form and the other is a claims-made policy. At Allied Beauty Experts, we have an occurrence policy because that offers the broadest coverage available to our members. In fact, we're one of the few places where you can get an occurrence policy for professional liability, especially for Medispas. So here's how this works. So when you have an occurrence policy, let's say it's effective here, and let's say the policy expires here, okay? And during the policy term, you do a treatment. Let's say you do a laser treatment or a permanent cosmetics treatment here, and then your policy expires and you've decided not to renew it, and you have a claim that occurs after your policy has expired. Under an occurrence form, you're still covered, because under this type of a policy, if you had insurance when you did the treatment, you're covered forever. Now let's look at a claims-made policy. Under this type of coverage, you have the same effective date, okay? And you have an expiration date over here. And let's say you do a treatment, okay? Same treatment, but for this coverage to be effective, your claim has to be filed while you have that policy, during that policy period. So if you have a claim that occurs after the policy expires, you're not covered. Now, if you continually renew that coverage, you're all right. But you may, when the policy expires, you may decide to go with a different insurance company because maybe your insurance company doubled their premium. Or maybe they decided they're not going to cover laser treatments anymore and you need that coverage. Or maybe your coverage lapsed or you retired. For whatever reason, when you leave that insurance policy, it's canceled retroactively. So it's basically like you never had coverage, even if you paid for it for 3 or 4 years. Now, to get around that, these companies that have claims-made policies charge you for tail coverage, which means they give you an extra year to report a claim. They don't cover any new treatments, but they give you an extra year to report previous treatments. But they still charge you the same premium. So now you're paying for this policy, plus you're paying for another policy with a different carrier that has better coverage. So when you leave, you get double charged twice, basically. To get around that, we offer prior acts coverage at a very low premium, usually about $99 to $300. And we will go back and cover the previous year of treatments that you did. This is the kind of policy you want, much broader coverage. Typically, an occurrence policy is worth 25 to 30% more, okay? You also have to keep in mind that there are some policies out on the market that claim to be an occurrence policy, but it's an occurrence form for your general liability for slip and fall, but it's still a claims-made form for the professional liability for malpractice, and that's where it's important to have broader occurrence coverage. Keep that in mind. It's important for you to know.